Let's scrutinize who actually revealed the book of Revelation to John of Patmos. Verse 1 says, "The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John." So this verse says that God gave to Jesus, which means that Jesus is not God. The idea of this revelation is so that God's servants shall know what is to come to pass. So, God sent his angel to reveal it to John of Patmos. So simple and clear, the verse 1 says that God sent an angel to John. In Revelation chapter 1 verse 8, the angel said, "I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty." So the angel conveyed the message from God, which is not Jesus, saying that he was the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. In verse 11 to 15, John described how the angel looked like. The angel came in the form of a man with his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, "Fear not. I am the first and the last." So the question is, who is the first and the last? Remember that God sent the angel to John to speak on his behalf. "I am he that liveth, and was dead. And, behold, I am alive forevermore, Amen, and have the keys of hell and of death." Now, this is the God speaking by sending the angel to John. Observe that God said he died. How can an immortal God die? How can an immortal God die? Ask yourself this question. In 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 17, "Now unto the King eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, be honor and glory forever and ever. Amen." So, God who is the King, is immortal. Immortal God cannot die. Immortal God cannot die. So this angel that appeared to John was not the real angel from God, but the light that masqueraded as an angel. So who is this light? In 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 14, "And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." Let's recall how this angel looks like. In Revelation chapter 1 verse 16, "And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength." Yes, his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. That is the bright star, Lucifer.